Yes, hi there. This is Abdul Tarzi here. First of all, Happy New Year. We have a great New Year in 2025. I'm very happy with the people. When I go to the stores, they treat you very well. Went to some doctors and they treat you very good. So things are happening very well. Today for example, I went to the store and I saw an Asian lady at the Starbucks. So she was very good. Me and my brother, I was going to take my brother to his job. We saw a black man dressed very well. He was happy and he had big jewelry. So that's a sign of very good things to come. Then I went and myself and been shopping and I was able to get some water, and it was very good. I had a nice lady. She said hi to like three men, a white man, older man, then an Asian man, then myself. And she was doing all the great herself. And she was very nice to see. She was happy to see us. Said happy holidays to me. So things are, in my opinion, are functioning very well. Now, now when I see a doctor, it brings me joy. Really, if I see people at the grocery store, it brings me my heart's joy, and it's just good to like think of the good things that humans up to, making things more better, enjoying the world, things that the earth that God made for us, like a good, nice man or woman, a nice beautiful wife, a nice woman. We should enjoy it more. Now today we have probably only 20% of the people in a relationship or in marriage or partner with sex, a man or woman, together having sex. The marriage and man and woman, it's only like 20-25%. I would love to see that the love come back to human and get at least 40%. At least 40% of man and woman in marriage, some love, some relationship, even sex. Uh, whether it's just a man or a woman, or the television's full of it all the time. You saw how much people are in television are dying for sex. Well, it's the same thing in the real world. I think women and men are both wanting to get in a relationship. We saw that, but I think that should increase to 40% at least. And even if they have children or no children, 40% is wonderful. And let's say right now we have a good world of single. Those single people are right. I'm single right now. Those single people, it's one human. I don't have attached like 4 or 5 people on my head. It's just one human. So those humans are very good to be single, because you are a single human. You can see a lot of beautiful women as a single man, and I actually see more. So if I see a good looking girl, they come and they smile at me. They're happy, whether it's young and old, and they say hi. Sometimes I get a handshake from ladies, which is very cool. I I used to get we used to get a lot more, but the single men then work together in their jobs and stuff. So a lot of things are functioning. A single person can also go to, for example, work with in a job market a lot of times a lot better, like in the retail world, or in a like a today there's a lot of jobs out there, like debt relief and taxes. And I think the government should join us. The presidents are having a lot of good issues, but they have some problems. The government has some problems too, because they like to give, and giving is very good by the government. But the thing that they forgot is some of those things like taxes or money problems. If the president get paid, or a government gets paid, or even some stores are getting paid, then we should pay the people at home just a little bit. Their grocery money. There's programs like that for groceries, and you get food, and you get sometimes housing. But you guys see it well, because this is a benefit that's been around for 4 or 5 thousand years, where they give you a card or some kind of coupon and you can buy groceries. You gotta start seeing that well, and you start seeing yourself, start seeing the people well. Just remember, it's a people business. See the government well. I see the government well. I actually did a lot better when I actually met a couple of government, and I saw them. I was thankful. I met a couple of doctors and saw them eyes to eyes. I looked at them and I eye contact. So one of my teachers, when I was on third grade, the first thing she showed me was in English. That's when I learned English when I was in third grade. She, well, I learned English in first grade, second grade. After that, in India, then just for briefly for about a year. Then I came to the United States and learned English. Um, I went from Afghanistan. We spoke Farsi and Pashto. Then I went to India for about 5 years in Afghanistan, a year in India. Then I came to the United States. And the United States, the first thing I learned was, "Hi, how are you doing?" My teacher would teach me. "Hello, how are you doing?" Her name was Mrs. Haley. She had blonde, yellow hair, and she was a good teacher. She was, well, she round up all the children, a whole bunch of us together, and it was a pretty fun class. There was a lot of white people. There's a couple Afghan-looking Mexican people, because the Mexicans speak Spanish here. There was Afghans that speak Pashto Farsi, a couple Chinese people, and Chinese Vietnamese. They were, and there's a whole bunch of people that we came together. That was English as second language, ESL. She was Mrs. Haley, and she had she had very nice eyes, deep, beautiful blonde hair, and she teach us things. And so the children learned, it was an English ESL, English as second language. Well, this turned out to be the second at that time when they were so intelligent. Now I've been here like 40 years, and now it's about English as my as your first language. For me right now, because the country you're in is speaking English. The country you're in speak English. So if they're speaking English in America, USA, Canada speaks English. That's where we are, and they speak a lot of English, and so that's why we all speak English. At home we speak English. As Afghans, a lot of us speak English in this country, because the Afghans have a situation, whatever, any country we're in, we follow their language. That's what my uncles and aunts, my mom, the kids, all of us teach us. The country that we're in, that's where we learn the language for that nation. So we're in the United States and we speak English. I've been to Canada and they speak a lot of English, but sometimes they speak their I thought they spoke sometimes their Pashto and Farsi at home, and that was wonderful. This is just how my uncles and aunts and my aunt and my mom and also the United States, this is just how they function. They teach us English, and we speak a lot of English. If I ever go to Canada, or if I ever go to China or Afghanistan, Iran, I will definitely keep in mind their language. I think it is good to speak the language of the country you're in. So if I go to Iran, or I speak Farsi. If I go to Afghanistan, I speak Farsi and Pashto. Actually, Iran has a good number of Pashto people too. India, they speak the Indian Indian language, but we spoke a little Pashto. But they do have Indian on television. Indian people speak their own language, and they speak English. Oh yeah, they speak English sometimes in India. We spoke English. India. What language was it? Indians have their own language. Forgot. Anyway, so you go to China, you speak their language. I myself am asking because I like Mr. Moody, and I want to help Mr. Karzai. And their thing is, I'm asking to, since we came from Afghanistan and to the United States, and we came pretty comfortable. We did very well, and those presidents are our best friends. Their government turned out to really make this place a safer place, especially the United States too. The United States, Mr. Bush met with Mr. Karzai and Mr. Biden. They were asking, hey, why not? Why not let us go fly to go see the country you're from? It'll be good on the economy. It'll create some money. You go see a nice Indian, a little bit, and for me, and shake them hands, or I go see a nice Afghan, shake their hands. I have a couple of nice places in mind, Iranian, and I think I'll be very happy. Oh, so this is a time of happiness. This is a time of giving. The nature of things, the plants and the human and the cars and all the great airplanes are functioning so well. And it's just a matter of getting the energy for human needs food. The car needs gasoline. The airplane needs gasoline, and some maintenance. Human needs that. Those things need their maintenance, and it's just a matter of getting them that going. A gardener, for example, needs the trees. So the trees need gardening, and their own guys, and they need the rain, or you know, it's getting your own type of flows. The human needs a diet, for example, or an energy for food and drinks, and the doctor to help you make you feel better and safe, and the medicine people. Anyway, so when we get all that, we feel great, and we should be able to get the job. We should be able to go, for example, travel. The government should make some plans to travel without the job, or you can travel from the United States to India, or because a lot of those businessmen are taking advantage of this, and the business is doing well, but with our nutrition and our doctor, our government is really needs to be for human and come and help us. What was I gonna say? The thing I've learned about, let's say in the United States, like you need three things. I would say for myself, I need food and drinks. I need a good family, Then I'd say I like, or if it's just three, I need a lot more. If it's just three, I'll take a doctor, nurse, and I'll put forth the government. The government's your friend. Don't let them scare you, because the real government, you are just go over there and look at them and say, this is human. I rather see the government as my friend and go at their eyes and go see them and shake their hands and just be nice. Anyways, with that, thank you very much. Have a great day. Be peaceful. Be happy. Have a happy New Year's.